What is up, everybody? My name is Aiden, and welcome back to the Original Fashion Tarot channel. Today's reading will be on Sagittarius, who in Greek mythology would pretty well equate to Hermes, god of travelers, roads, traveling, just basically anything to do with going places. He's also one of the more friendly gods of the bunch. If you get him in a good mood, or maybe do him a favor. He might even give you your blessing. His blessing, sorry. Alrighty. Just doing a little bit of shuffling here. Make sure the cards are truly randomized, though there's never truly randomization in fortune telling, of course. Fortune be with you. Let's do it. Sorry about that. So we're starting off with Gaia's Embrace, Sagittarius. You feel pretty good. You're feeling pretty down to earth right now. Maybe you were daydreaming a little bit. Maybe you were just up in the clouds a bit. But you're feeling pretty down to earth. You're feeling pretty good right now. You're feeling pretty at one with nature. So yeah. Let's see what's up next. Closest acquaintance. Hmm. So while you're pretty well down to earth, your friend here, whoever they may be, is quite the opposite. They're up in the clouds. They're daydreaming. They're thinking about stuff. They're just thinking up in the clouds. Whispers of Hypnos is that card, sorry. Should have mentioned that since you guys can't really see that easily. Where's your head at? Ooh, Echo's Lament. So, you might have lost something recently, Sagittarius. You might have lost a good relationship. You might have lost a good friend, maybe even a lover, maybe a family member. And you're feeling that loss pretty heavily right now. It's kind of brought you down to earth. And it sucks for you because you didn't want to lose this person, but yeah, no, you're just trying to keep going through with your life, keep that grounded to earth, keep chugging along. What's around you? Persephone's Passage. Rebirth, transformation, duality. You're going through the motions. You are going through the motions, Sagittarius. And I can't say that's a bad thing in this case after losing someone, but try not to let it get to you too badly because, I mean, you can go through the motions any live long day, but just don't do it for too long because it might hurt some other relationships in your life. So, yeah, what do you want? Hmm. Narcissist's reflection. Interesting that I'd pull this card in the what do you want slot. You want to be more emotionally aware of yourself, I'd say. You want to be aware of the fact that you're struggling here. You want to be able to fix yourself up. But to do that, you need to know what your problems are first. Alright. Who's advising you? Hmm. Someone who's done this before and came out of it on the other side absolutely beautifully. Demeter's Harvest. Someone is advising you here who has already done this before. They've been through a loss like this before. Like I feel like it's just a loss of a family member, if anything. This just feels like a very family based reading. Yeah. So this person's also lost a family member before. They know what this is like, and they're there to help, Sagittarius. They are there to help you out. And I know it sucks to lose someone like this, but you can do this. It hurts, but you're not letting it get to you too bad. Everybody goes through grief, no matter how ready you are for a loss. But it'll pass. It will pass, and you'll come out of it on the other side better than ever. What's the dilemma? Ooh, you're at a crossroads. Interesting. Hackett's Crossroads. Okay. You got a big choice to make in your life here. Not sure what it is. It might just be like, do you just, get up off your butt and start doing stuff again? Do you like move on, or do you, let this fester in you for a while? What are you gonna do with all these emotions, Sagittarius? What are you going to do? Take a walk is what I recommend. You guys are the traveling sign. If anything, just taking like 30 minutes, just go on a walk outside, no matter where you go, it might help clear your head. Who has the power? Ooh, the Fury's Pursuit. You feel that an injustice has been done to you, Sagittarius. You feel that you have been dealt a great injustice because of this loss. And as a result, you want vengeance. But against who, I'm not sure. Perhaps just, you're angry. Perhaps you're, just upset at the world for taking this person who you cared for so deeply away from you. Which again, understandable. Absolutely understandable. Like, I would be upset as well if I had this happen to me, but you just gotta roll with the punches here. You gotta let go a little bit. It's holding you back? Aries battle cry. Hmm. You want to let your anger out, but you don't have an outlet to do so. A healthy one, at least. Hmm. See, I know exactly what that's like. I've also been there once or twice before myself. And again, the best advice I can give to you there is just try not to take it out on somebody else that you know cares about you. Just, I would say take it out on something that can take it, like, throw a couple punches on your bed or something, because that's what always relieves my anger whenever I get pissed off. Like, I just Hulk smash the bed. But yeah, that's the best way I would recommend, like venting your emotions out, because that's healthy. You absolutely can do that, and it would make you feel a little bit better. I feel, or I think anyway. What's being hidden? Oof. You don't want to face reality. You're going through the 5 stages of grief here, Sagittarius. This is literally the 5 stages of grief in a reading. You got grief, friends up in the clouds. You're feeling the sadness. You're going through the grief, really, really bad. You got the anger here. You got the denial here. You don't want to face reality. Now, where's bargaining? There it is, bargaining. Pisces vision. You're trying to make sense of this loss in your head. You're trying to make it make sense. You're trying to make it feel as though it was supposed to happen. It was not just an accident or something. You just try to find meaning in it. You're going through the bargaining stage here. Now, what happens in the end? And that's in the can you succeed slot, by the way, because now you're entering the bargaining stage. Can you succeed? Absolutely, you can. What happens in the end? Acceptance. There it is. This is the 5 stages of grief. Grief, anger, denial, bargaining, acceptance. Charon's passage, you're at the end of all this. What happens in the end? You accept the loss finally. And you're finally ready to say goodbye to this loved one that you lost. And it hurts. It really, really does hurt you. But, after all this time, you're finally ready to move on. Now, when is this happening? Hmm. I'd say this is probably happening right now. This is Iris's message. Iris messages, if you haven't watched some of my previous videos and don't know, were the ancient Greek way of instantaneous communication across long distances. If you were able to make a rainbow, threw a golden drachma in, yes, a drachma literally made of gold. I'm not kidding. If you threw a golden drachma into the rainbow, said a quick prayer to Iris, and asked to see someone in some specific place, she would pretty much just show them to you. And you two would have instant two-way communication for a short time. And that's why I'm thinking this is happening now, because the communication was instantaneous. So I'd say probably happening right now, all of this. So you may be going through a lot here, um, Sagittarius, but you'll get through this. So let's get some clarification. One thing I'm curious about, who's this? Who is this? Who is this Whispers of Hypnos person? They just an old friend? Let's find out here. Never thought I got a reading like this. I literally got the 5 stages of grief in a reading. It's unbelievable to me. Let's see. Tester him. Oh, wow. I don't even need to go any further, but I'm going to anyway. Okay. Castor and Pollux' bond. This is a sibling. This is a sibling. Pegasus' ascent. The Oracle's riddle. Wow. Okay. Instantaneous context to this. This is a sibling of yours. And I don't know why they're feeling like, maybe they're just a free spirit. Maybe they, like left the nest a long time ago. Maybe this is an older sibling. Oh, this is an older sibling. Yup. This is an older sibling of yours. They flew the coop a long time ago, and they're a bit of a daydreamer, but they're there for you. They are there for you. They're a bit of an enigma. They're a bit, more enlightened per se than you are right now, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. The path to enlightenment is forged through pain, and this will help you in the end here, Sagittarius. They're a bit of a free spirit, so you might not even be able to see them in person, but you can always call them, and yeah, I mean that's all I can really say about that. I didn't know it was going to become that obvious. This is a very clear reading here. So let me just go over the story here once more so you guys can understand this. You got Gaia's embrace right here. You were humbled by the loss of this loved one. You were very humbled by it. You were in a state of shock for a little while. You were trying to come back down to earth. So you called up this person, the free spirit, and they gave you some reassurances that yes, all of this was indeed real, was happening, and they were there for you. Then you began to feel the loss set in. You didn't want to think about it. You wanted to move on. You wanted to, go through a rebirth. You wanted this to be easy. But it's not. The more you thought about it, the more it got to you. And this sibling of yours, again, they were there for you. They've been through a loss like this before. They know what this is like, and they're there for you. And then you came to a crossroads. Were you gonna go through the 5 stages of grief, or you're gonna move on? In the end, you ended up going through the 5 stages of grief here. You got the grief right there, right here. You were thinking about it way too much. Anger at the injustice that has been dealt to you. The anger again right here. Very, very angry. Denial at the tragedy that has, stricken you. Denial that, it was even happening in the first place. Bargaining. Trying to make this tragedy make sense in your head. Trying to make it, feel somewhat justified. You were trying to make it make sense. Not seem completely senseless in a way. And then finally acceptance. You moved on. You move on from this tragedy in the end, Sagittarius. I don't know how long this is going to take, but you move on in the end. You go through the 5 stages of grief and you'll come out a better person for it. So stay strong. Try not to let it get to you too much, but just know that your emotions are absolutely valid. You know, this is a tough situation for you. So on that cheerful note, thank you all very much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, turn on notifications so you don't miss a single video of mine. We are trying to hit 500 subscribers before the end of the month, and we are almost at 400. We're almost 80% of the way there. So please, if you're loving the videos, smash subscribe. Have a good one, folks.